Yo, welcome to the channel if you're new here, and welcome back if you're not. It is Shot by Kurt. And before we get into anything, if you follow me on Instagram, then I told y'all I got poked in the eye, or my eye got cut or whatever. So if I get in a little bit closer, I'm looking at a small screen so I can't really see it, but I'm pretty sure when I get back to post you'll be able to see it. But yeah, it's somewhere in there, but it got cut last night. It took a little bit to stop the bleeding, so I had to stay up a little bit later than I wanted to get the bleeding to stop or whatever. It's not as swollen as it was, so show must go on. Got to make these videos. But anyway, episode 3, thoughts by Kurt, and today we're talking about primes and zooms. I'm not gonna say primes versus zooms, but primes and zooms. Okay, with the zoom, I can be in one spot and kind of work with a bunch of different focal lengths, which with this 24 to 70 I've been finding that super convenient. But I was thinking about when I had all of my Sony cameras, as a matter of fact. My 6400, well, I only had two, 6400 and the A7 III, and I had primes. I had a 16 mil for a 16 mil and a 30 for the 6400, and then with the A7 III, I literally, besides the kit lens, I literally only had the Sigma 35, and I killed with that. Like, I literally used that lens for everything, photos, music videos. I did not take that lens off for anything. It made me work more for my shots. It made me think more about how to compose my shots, how close I need to be, or how far back, or whatever. I never had to worry about shooting an event or anything, to be like worrying about being too far away from a subject or whatever. It just kind of worked out in my favor that way. I shot a music video slash performance for this group, Bearded Villains. They had a convention out here, and they were doing the performance thing already, but they wanted to turn it into a music video. So I did that. I ended up doing that with the 16 mil on the 6400, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think I ever used the 30 mil. I think the whole time I used that 16 mil, just because I was in between. I didn't want to be like in between shots and then miss something, or in between trying to switch lenses and then miss something. So I think I kept that 16 mil on the whole time, and the video came out pretty cool. Um, it was on my other channel, so obviously you wouldn't know that it was my best performing video. It ended up with over like 5,000 views or something like that, somewhere in that ballpark now. So instead of like having this 24 to 70 where it's like, okay, well, I can stand in the same spot and just zoom in and get a close shot at 2.8, or I could zoom out to 24 and then get my wide shot, and then I'm done. I had to think a little bit more about composing my shot, because I have to physically move, and I had to physically beat a zoom. And I actually enjoyed that, and I think the 24 to 70, while it is convenient, it made me slack a lot on being better at composing my shots. Like, where I was getting really good at composing shots, like now I feel like I've kind of fallen off of that. Another downside to that is having a lot of gear in your bag. So if you trying to carry around a 24, 35, a 50, and an 85, like, you got 3 lenses in your bag and then one on your camera. You just got a lot going on. But 2, if you have 2 camera bodies, then you can have 2 different focal lengths going at the same time as well. So I mean, it just really all depends on what you want to have in your toolbox and what works best for you. In my case, I am going to end up picking up a second camera body, just to have second angles or BTS or whatever. Like, I just feel that it's necessary. I kind of went away from it, and I kind of regret it. But anyway, staying on topic, I love my 24 to 70, but at the same time, I really am probably going to go back to primes. Probably going to end up getting rid of this, as much as I love it. I also kind of hate it too, because like I said, it's making me slack on my composition with shots, and just being more thoughtful or mindful of the shots that I'm getting, and I'm just kind of settling for stuff just because I have, you know, this wide array of focal lengths at my disposal versus before. It's like, okay, well, this 35, I'm like right here and it's a little bit too close, so I need to back up and, you know, see what I can get, or, you know, whatever. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts on, you know, zooms and primes and how y'all use them or what you guys are using. If you guys aren't familiar with the channel, I shoot with a Canon R6. So whatever you shooting with along with your primes, you know, let me know what you're shooting with, how you like it, how you use it. Y'all stay creative, man. I'll catch y'all in the next video.